Peace and Black Power, family. This is your brother Sutek Amen Ra.
And your boy Radio God Stu.
And we're here today with the Like Father, Like Son podcast. And right off the bat, this is Father's Day, so we want to wish all the fathers out there a very, very happy and special Father's Day.
Definitely. Father's Day is really special. I mean, that's one of the objectives of the Like Father, Like Son podcast, is just to show the unique dynamic and relationship between fathers and sons, or fathers and daughters, just fathers and children, period. Been my dad for 20 years, 21 years for the past.
We don't give our ages out here.
We'll keep that anonymous. But we have a very unique, special bond, and just us coming together to do this is very special to us. And I just always wanted to showcase my dad and our relationship, and just let him know, how important he's been and influential he's been in my life. Just learning from some of his successes, some of the lessons that he's taught me from things that he's been through, so I don't make the same mistakes as well. It's just super important to me, just to showcase my relationship with my father, and his relationship with his father.
Right. I really didn't have much of a relationship with my father. I really didn't get to really meet my father. I met him a couple times when I was younger. But my father was a cat in the streets, and he would come pick me up from my mom's to spend the day with me. And I would be in the car, and he'd be going from one building to the next. He owned a lot of real estate in Manhattan, and he would be out handling his business, and it would be waiting in the car. And I'd be in the car all day. So I really didn't have a relationship with my father until I got much older, and by then he was suffering from Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, and I really didn't get to communicate him well. So it was really important to me to be able to have this relationship with my son so that he could learn lessons, because growing up without a father, my fathers was the brothers in the street. You know what I'm saying? I had cats like Anthony Sears, Lenny Dixon, Mike Ritson, Tommy Hill, Barry Massey. Those are just a few of the brothers that were like father figures to me growing up, who taught me lessons, who taught me how to do things, how to get by, shaped my character, my personality. Along with my mother, single mother. I had a stepfather. He meant a lot to me, but that dynamic is totally different. You know what I'm saying? Could be totally different. So, I wanted to pass a lot of the successes and mistakes I made onto my son, so that he don't make the same mistakes that I made. And with our podcast, that's one of the dynamics we want to address, is the importance of that relationship, not just between father and son, but between the elders and the youth. They need to benefit from our wisdom and our experiences, because we see patterns that they haven't seen yet. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like we was discussing the other day when I brought up about Eminem.
Right.
How a lot of the people is out here saying, oh yeah, Eminem is a GOAT, Eminem is a GOAT. And I said, well, I don't think people from my generation would ever consider Eminem a GOAT, because we look at him and we see Elvis Presley. You know what I'm saying? How he came in, co-opted the culture, co-opted the black music, and became the king of rock and roll when rock and roll was black music, created and started by black people. And Eminem is just a repeat of that. Mm-hmm. Lord Jamar says, brother from New Rochelle that I grew up with, that Eminem is a visitor in the community. Mm-hmm. And that's exactly what he is. So, see, we see that pattern, but the youth, they may not have seen that pattern. So they can go ahead and, give this cat credit where credit isn't due. That's my point. But unless I pass that wisdom on to him, he would never know.
And I would still think Eminem is a GOAT just based off of
what he's doing.
Rap.
Not to say he's not talented.
Just based off of talent.
Right.
You know what I mean? But right. I think that he's a GOAT for the culture as a whole, no.
Right.
But I can appreciate his you know what I mean, his contributions to,
Right.
you know what I mean, to rap music.
Right, but you have to know the history.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You could say that and put it in the context of the history, and that gives you a broader view of how this whole thing transpires. And then when you have children, you'll be able to give them multiple examples. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Yeah. But, you know, that's just one of the many topics, the many conversations that we plan to have with you over this journey. We definitely want y'all to tap in with us. Make sure that y'all log on to kspforever.com. You know, also make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on our YouTube page, Like Father, Like Son, KSP. You know, we can't wait to take this journey with you. So make sure that y'all lock in with us, the Like Father, Like Son podcast, where my motto is, a father who can be proud of his son can also be proud of himself.
And my motto is, in order for the black man to live, the Negro has got to die. Death to the Negro. Peace and Black Power, family. Happy Father's Day.